action. Welcome, producers, to another episode of Universe, and this is going to be our 515th episode, I believe I put it as, but if not, then you can kind of read the title and, know from there. But anyway, guys, we got this last SmackDown Live before SummerSlam, so, we got that, and then we got a couple other shows after that, but they're not related to the Raw and SmackDown pay-per-view. But anyways, let's go and show you about tonight, okay? So, started off, we got Mr. Money in the Bank taking on The Miz, one-on-one singles action. And Naomi, Becky Lynch, they're going to go head-to-head, and the winner between those two will get an opportunity for the Women's Championship of SmackDown. No Johns takes on Rey Mysterio one-on-one, and you know what? We haven't seen Rey and John kind of compete in a while, so that'll be a unique matchup. And let's see, Aaron Benson, Dante Fox are going to go one-on-one, try to display their true power between one another. Semi-main event, Samoa Joe and Nick Silva are going to fight, and the winner of that match will go take on Brutus for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. And then, of course, for your main event, it's going to be Brutus, the WWE Champion, in a non-title match against Finn Balor. Let's get started, shall we?
Welcome to SmackDown Live, where we are closer to our pay-per-view event.
And welcome everybody to SmackDown Live. I'm your host, your commentator, and your friend of the morning, evening, afternoon, depending on what time zone you bestow upon. Getting paper 281 from FRJ Productions, but a lot of people just call me FRJ or just friend. But anyways, we're in Reno, Nevada for this airing of SmackDown Live. Let's get right on to the action, man. I'm not going to waste anybody's time any further. The Miz and Brandon Collins, one-on-one. I can tell you this, guys. So far, everybody who's won the Money in the Bank contract have been surprising, honestly. Because, for one, I truthfully didn't expect Brandon Collins to go to Money in the Bank, but he did. And that shocked me because, he had struggled in singles action pretty much as soon as he stepped into the door to compete on SmackDown Live. But you know what? He ended up finding his rhythm and got a win. And you know what? He proved me that he could hang. The next thing you know, we go to Money in the Bank, and then he wins it. Brian Israel, I didn't really expect him to do as good as he has been doing, but he has, and he ended up going to Money in the Bank as well, and then he won it. And not only that, but the next night he fought in the main event against the Universal Champion and beat him fair and square. Now tonight can prove to be kind of impressive for Brandon Collins as well if he can beat The Miz. Because The Miz is a WWE Grand Slam champion, former WWE title holder. That means a lot if he can win.
Weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
Let's see, what up, Gabriel, Foco? I'm gonna just call you Bound, Zach, whatever. You know who I'm referring to. Undead and Speedy, how are you all doing today, guys? Because, man, I gotta say that today is, it was kind of hard to get out of bed today because I was kind of tired. But other than that, I kind of found some life, and I'm here to give you guys as good of a show as I possibly can. And that's about it. So I'm glad some of you are doing pretty good. But yeah, ultimately I'm doing better. I gotta put on some good shows for you guys today, and hopefully that they live up to standard. And after that, I gotta do some cardio workout, and after that I'm pretty much set and done for the day. That's about it that I can possibly think of, but other than that, those are the primary on the schedules today.
And his opponent from Queens, New York, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is Mr. Money in the Bank, Brandon Collins.
After Money in the Bank, you beat Daniel Bryan. Oh, you know what? That's right. And you beat Daniel Bryan. So you beat Daniel Bryan and Seth Rollins.
That definitely would have made things
even
better.
though,
But no such luck.
Well, technically speaking, when you fought Seth Rollins, it was after Money in the Bank. But yeah, to be more precise, that is more correct than what I stated. But yeah, right now, Brian Israel of the Age of Destruction tag team is undefeated in singles action. As a matter of fact, I think he's undefeated on Raw overall. I don't remember him losing a match at all. I've seen he's won every match that he's been on the main roster so far. He's won his tag matches to compete for the #1 contendership rights for the Raw tag titles. They won the Raw tag titles. He fought in a few singles matches. He fought in one to compete at Money in the Bank, in which he won. He won at Money in the Bank. He beat Daniel Bryan, and he beat Seth Rollins. He's been having a good streak of you can't even call that luck. It's just momentum. Pure skill and nothing more than that. And I got to tell you that based off of what I've seen at Raw, he could, I believe he's going to be the next Universal Champion. If he's not the next Universal Champion, the day he decides to cash in the contract, he will win the title. And that's just my perspective, though, because he beat Seth Rollins straight up one-on-one, no gimmicks, nothing. Madu wasn't even at ringside. He got the job done. There was no controversy at all. He just outbested the man. Oh, what a running knee from The Miz.
The Miz is one of WWE's most wily veterans, and he's still in the prime of his career.
And that is correct. Madu did lose a match on Raw against AJ Styles. So, that just... Madu has a lot to go with. I think for Madu, he's going to have to probably compete around his weight class for a little bit. Because, Bryan, he's a light heavyweight, so he can take on cruiserweights. He can take on light heavyweights. Maybe even a heavyweight here and there, but I don't know. We haven't gotten that... Just because we haven't gotten that far yet for him, so I can't really say all the way through, but I believe he can probably take on a few heavyweights, maybe one super heavyweight, but I truthfully don't know at the moment. But anyways, that's just that. I think Madu should, focus on the cruiserweights for a little bit, plus he can fight on 205 Live, and, take it from there. Now here comes The Miz dragging Brandon away from the ropes, lateral press, and he's going to get a 1 count, nothing more, nothing less. Well, because you can't go less than nothing, So yeah, nothing less. But honestly, I didn't think that it was a good time to pin. I thought it was a little bit early, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. I'm not the one competing in the ring with The Miz or Brandon Collins. So, whatever strategy they come across and they believe that is better for either one of them to win the match, then so be it. But at the end of the day, at least have some of them make sense at any point of the contest, because if you don't, then I don't know what you're doing out here. Because it's kind of throwing me off. Maybe in a few times. What up, Demon Joker? How are you doing today? Shows we got for today are SmackDown Live and NXT. So we're gonna stream NXT after this show is done with, and well, if I don't feel dehydrated at all, which I haven't really been lately, then we'll be able to do that as well. Excuse me.
Damage to the body. Oh boy,
1 second.
There have been plenty of WWE stars who had their first exposure on our reality competition, Tough Enough. But the biggest star to emerge from the franchise has to be The Miz.
What's crazy about
gotta make sure you stay hydrated, make sure you are well recuperated to do shows in a row and all that stuff. And you're good from there.
Oh,
he's making a statement here with this attack.
Let's see how this goes, because right now, they fought off the ring for a little bit. Is The Miz using Brandon Collins' own? Yeah, he is using his own move against him. He's using the Three Amigos. We usually see Brandon Collins the one paying tribute to Eddie Guerrero, but not tonight. It's The Miz switching it up on him, too, at a near fall.
He's got some more fight in him,
and yeah, the A-lister is looking to perhaps put this away. Yes, he is. He's trying to get him up onto his feet. And Brandon Collins needs to get out of there, otherwise he's going to go down for the count. Here it comes. Skull-crushing finale. That's it. This match is done with. Here we go as he hooks the leg. Shoulders are down. The count. And not enough. The Miz is unable to put away Brandon Collins yet again. And I don't know what he's going to have to do now, but you can see that he's not frustrated, but
both of these competitors have so much resolve. It's going to take
he's just not doing too well right now. Oh, damn. And look at this, ramming the back of his head right into the canvas, dragging away from the ropes, and a lateral press again, looking to put him away. I don't think that's going to be enough, and it's not. I think NXT is my favorite show, to be honest. Totally not because I'm on it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It could have some improvements here and there, but it's pretty good for what it's worth. And plus, most of the matches are already done. Oh, almost done. So just need to do, I think, one, maybe two, that need to be decided for Chicago, or not Chicago, excuse me, New York. NXT TakeOver New York, and then boom, we're good to go. We gotta find somebody. Well, I got an idea on who should be competing to fight Legion for the title, and plus we need to see who takes on for the tag titles, and then that's it. Everything else is pretty much good to go, and then we'll be ready to have it. Oh, using the ropes as leverage. Referee doesn't see it. Continues the count and a kick out. Brandon Collins will not lose like that, man. He's just not. Miz done that to me on separate stream. Damn, bro. That's disrespectful. The Awesome Ones want to have an open challenge at SummerSlam. Well, we'll see what happens from that. Oh, here goes Brandon Collins with the frog splash. Got him. He didn't have to travel that far either, so it was rather easy to pull off. And he did not get him just yet. Oh my goodness gracious. What a match. And right now I can tell you Brandon Collins, he's fired up. I'll tell you in just a moment, Speedy. It looks like we're nearing the end of this matchup, and here comes. Do you see? Oh, the Miz able to counter that. Here comes Collins. He needs to go one more time. Here it comes. Couple of clotheslines, and can he complete the comeback after he failed? He does. What a drop kick! You see how he lunged himself in the air, and then just pulled that off? That's amazing. You don't see that too often. What's this? Oh, is he doing history? No, it's the Brainbuster. Brandon Collins with the Brainbuster. He could win it now, but I don't know. Maybe he's just decided not to do it. All right, well, now I can answer your question. Well, let me see, because we're going to probably have I'm trying to remember who beat Lee. I think it was Roderick Strong, right? So we'll probably have Lars and Roderick fight on NXT to see who takes on Legion for the title at New York. And then we'll find a tag team to fight against each other, against the Undisputed Era. But the other title match, the other matches that we have set are. Oh, wait a second. Lasso from El Paso. Locked in. We're going to see a tap out here. Miz hanging on, and he escapes. But, actually, Jenkins and Jackie for the women's title, that's already going to take place. Velveteen Dream and Demon Wolf, best of 3 for the United Kingdom title. And then the other match we have in store is Julius Caesar and Adam Cole for the North American title. Almost, but not quite. Gotta do a little bit more there. Not quite. So those are the ones that are official. We'll have 2 more, which will be 5, and then fillers. I'll probably just throw it in there probably during the event.
Smart, attacking the arm. Nobody controls the pace of the match.
I watched Les Miserables for the first time today. How was it?
Oh, here we go.
There's another brainbuster from Collins. He's going to end it all right here. And the referee having a distraction from Maurice, who's telling him off. And now, here comes the Miz. He gets right back in it.
Get out of the way there.
Unbelievable. And now look at the Miz working on that leg DDT. There's the left leg too. Trying to put him away with that. I don't think it'll do, but yeah, he gets out of it. Brandon Collins beat me up in Money in the Bank. Sounds about right. I'm so looking forward to Ashley and Jackie. Yeah, the first one was really good. That rematch is definitely worthy of a pay-per-view. Oh, look at this Lion Tamer locked in.
Is he done?
Shades of Jericho, and he's tapping out. Collins gets the win over a former world champion after he pretty much showed the world that he can compete at a high level. But you know what? There's a difference between Raw and SmackDown Live. Seth Rollins, he's a great athlete, he's all that, but he's beatable. And you know what? He hasn't made somebody unsuccessfully cash in the Money in the Bank contract. Unlike somebody here on SmackDown Live who is Brutus. Brutus has been WWE champion so many times, and he's had to encounter 2 different Money in the Bank contract holders. One was Hyperspeed on SmackDown Live. He had to defend the title against him, and Brutus overcame the odds and knocked him off. And when Brutus was on Raw, he had to defend it at WrestleMania, and it was Nathan Cruz who gave him his first loss, and he took the Universal title home after that. But you know, Brutus, he has a
Now don't go anywhere.
there's a 50-50 chance that if you cash in, you might not walk out with the title. So if me personally, if I was Brandon Collins, I'd say, you know what, I probably want to wait for a little while until maybe Brutus isn't WWE champion, because it's going to be a long ass ride to back home if you have to face him. I don't care if he's 100% or 50%. Brutus is he's gonna make you fight for it. He's gonna make you fight to the last second you breathe to win that title from him. It's bad enough. Yeah, you gotta do it like that anyways.
All right, just me.
I've seen a little bit undone. That is what, yeah, it is, and I honestly believe that because Jackie and Ashley, they were the best match. They were the best match at Chicago. I had thought that perhaps the main event could do something spectacular, but it didn't really do anything too amazing. Lee J did have the performance of the night, though. He went out there and he pretty much embarrassed Cassius Ohno. The opener, I could say, was like title defense of the night, I believe I said it was. But man, the overall experience went to the women. They had the best match of the night. They were match of the night. They were everything that you could possibly ask for. And to see that again at New York TakeOver, man, it's going to be amazing. I truthfully cannot wait to see it. I just hope it's as good as the last one, because it's going to be hard to top. It's hard to do this. It's hard to beat other matches at pay-per-views, but to top when you compete against yourself, trying to beat yourself, that's kind of hard to do.
From Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
Because I'm gonna tell you this: when somebody sees a good match with two people competing in the ring, like let's say Jackie and Ashley, I didn't really expect it to be that good. I thought either A, Ashley would struggle and win, or B, Ashley would dominate and win. Those were the first two things that came into my mind. But once I saw how it was very close and it was pretty much anyone's ball game, it was like, okay. Well, then I thought as well, Ashley had a couple of different opportunities around there to win it, but then when Jackie pulled off the upset, it made the whole thing that much better. And so now you're going to live up to the hype. You're going to have to live up to the hype going to New York, and to try to be as good, if not better, than the last time. It's like, okay, we're going to have a lot of eyes on us. They're going to expect a sequel, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough as hell, man. And you know what? Even if, like, let's say, for instance, it's not better than the last, but it's match of the night, it's still worth it. No matter who wins. The only thing that can make it that great if it was a what would you call it? A trilogy. Because right now we're only getting a sequel. So if Ashley were to, like, let's say if she won, and then they have a rematch again at the next TakeOver, then it'll be really good again, I believe. Because then it'll be everything on the table, all the marbles, then they're really going to go all out. But that's just my opinion, though. Unless they go all out again on the second one, and then Jackie wins and moves forward, then hey, that's what it is. There's nothing else to go on about it.
You gotta believe this one's
but
over.
Truthfully, I can tell you that the NXT Women's Division has a very bright future, and I'm very proud of everybody who's competed on there. They've done an excellent job. I'm loving every single thing that I'm seeing from there. And truthfully, I didn't think it would be that good, but you know, we have a lot of individuals competing on there, and some win matches more than they lose. Some do lose more than they win, but still, the performances that they put on, the showings, it just makes it like, okay, well, it's worth watching. So who cares if they lose? They
great elevation.
They got multiple chances to kind of get back in there and do something about it, and get back into the action to try to earn opportunities to fight for titles. Even though it's a little bit more difficult to get title opportunities because it's one division and there's only one title for that division, it still makes it exciting, because when you don't get to see somebody on a episode, you know, on a daily episode, and then it's like when they come up, oh, I gotta see it. I gotta see this episode because that person is performing on that episode, and that's it. So I think we got about 5 or 6 of those on NXT, and yeah, they're all worth watching, honestly. I could watch them all. I could probably watch an entire NXT with all the women competing. I truthfully believe that. But you know what?
And she escapes the submission.
The only problem with that is that most of the titles are for males, and so it's kind of difficult to try to pull something off like that.
Knee drop.
The most type of matches we've seen on NXT for women are, I believe, two from, and the last time we did it was on here, actually. I think it was the last episode of NXT.
Look out. There she goes.
And they were both pretty good. I enjoyed them. But anyways, let's go and talk about these women right here, because these two are fighting for an opportunity to take on Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky and Naomi are really excellent competitors. Becky she's done quite a bit.
Yeah,
she was the first women's champion on ECW. She had a good reign, and she was pretty much showing that she was pretty much unbeatable until I think it was Rebel that came along and knocked her off and won the title. But other than that, she's been performing at high levels, showing that she's excellent, and it's tough to hang with her. Naomi, she's done the same thing on ECW. She held the ECW Women's title, and they're just excellent performers. Nice. Oh man, what a split-legged moonsault! You see RVD pull something off like that. She probably learned it from him. Here we go. Looking to earn the match, and not yet.
I think more than that.
Something Lee and Jackie, or actually in Jackie and Extreme Rules match. I'll throw you two. And that didn't work out. Becky lays her out, goes for submission, single leg Boston crab locked in, and Naomi trying to drag herself to the ropes, and she will escape using those legs, the powerful legs of Naomi. The thing, those women put on awesome matches, but we don't know if they have a rivalry backstage or if they're BFS. That's the problem with it. I prefer Naomi to win because she is so underrated. Yeah, I would say she is underrated. She doesn't get enough credit than what she's due, I believe. And Becky, they're both pretty much underrated. Hell, when I first started seeing, Becky compete out of the she's first SmackDown Women's Champion. She probably deserves to be champion for a while. And then she lost to Alexa Bliss, and honestly, I thought, okay, Alexa's pretty good. She might hold on for a while as well, and she really did. But I was kind of confused about that because I was like, Becky's reign was kind of short, and this armor locked in, trying to make her tap out and submit. And no, Naomi gets out of that.
She breaks it.
She escapes the hold and continues to fight another day. Oh, what a backbreaker.
One of the most captivating you'll see in WWE.
Naomi, when she first won, I thought, oh man, she won it, but then she got injured. I thought she was done for. I didn't think she was going to get back into it. Oh, small package roll up here, two, and there it falls. But I thought,
I love the effort here.
I was kind of upset about Becky's title reign. Her second one was longer, but it felt like it was more disappointing because the only person she ended up fighting the whole time was Charlotte. She didn't end up fighting anybody else for on pay-per-views and stuff. And then when she did, Asuka, yeah, she was in the match, but it also included Charlotte being in there, and I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I don't know what to say about that. And again, she just had short title reigns. And I thought that was kind of weak, to be honest with you. Alexa Bliss, yeah, she's pretty good, but most of the time it's just I don't see that much any different things from her. There's another split-legged moonsault. Naomi looking to get a date with Charlotte for her title, and nope, not yet. She's not putting it away yet. I think if Naomi got a push and maybe turn heel again, then people would actually start to like her again, because in my opinion, Naomi was best in Team Bad.
You guys feel that too?
Yeah, I can see that because hold on, wait a second. Becky going to perhaps not yet. Because Tamina, I don't think she's ever going anywhere. I just don't.
I see where she's going with it.
And Sasha, she's already had her time so far, and it's kind of been failed because it was kind of hard for her to kind of outshine Charlotte. And here we go. She got out of that hella quick. Because Sasha only won the title, the women's title, 3 times, and they were combined for 2 weeks or something like that.
That's how you establish dominance.
Or it might be all combined for a month. I don't remember, but yeah, she didn't hold. All her title reigns were very short. They only lasted a week or two. And here it comes. Feel the glow. Becky says, "Get out of here with that."
Talk about coming up clutch, guys.
But I think Sasha is underrated. but she gets a lot of love.
She might have.
So, you know, that kind of, her being a fan favorite, and I don't know, I think if Sasha went to SmackDown, she'd probably win the women's title rather quickly, because when you think about it, most of the time she's been on Raw, she had to, well, let's see, she had to try to, you know, she had to try to be more profitable than Charlotte or Alexa Bliss. And then there was a thing with Nia Jax, and Becky almost gets the win.
Can you believe this?
But Nia was barely champion for a cup of coffee.
She's got that gleam in
and then
her
they
eyes.
gave the championship. Oh no, they gave the title back to Alexa Bliss. And then next thing you know, boom, here comes Ronda Rousey, and that's a good move because she's very profitable.
We might be looking at a
disarm her
victory for
locked
Becky
in.
here.
It's not going nowhere, and Naomi gets out of it a third time.
She's still got a bit of an uphill climb here,
Yeah,
though.
Sasha's a great heel. Because, like, her face, I don't really like her as a face, really. I mean, it just feels too bland. But, you know, she gets cheered a lot, so it kind of makes sense why she would be a heel. And then when I saw how, like, it looked like Bayley was turning heel, but then, oh, it's just two best friends fighting, it made no sense to me. So hopefully, I would say, let's see Bayley and Sasha win the tag titles when they come out, and then turn them heel, see how that goes.
She wants to finish this.
Because they could do pretty good, I believe. Here comes Naomi.
It's locked in.
Looking to make Becky feel the glow one more time as she rolls her up, and yes, it's in there, man. It's not going nowhere. Becky probably has no choice but to tap out here. She's trying to hang on for dear life, but there's nowhere for her to go, and it is not over yet. Naomi had to let her go. She might have to try to cover, perhaps. Yes, she will. Maybe she passed out and she realized it, and she lost her grip as well. Will it be enough here? Naomi will not put her away just yet. Man,
continues to be loud and strong.
this match is going on for quite a while, and so far it's pretty good. But I don't know what they're going to have to do, because they pretty much used their same submission maneuvers more than twice now, and it's just not going to get the job done. I think that perhaps they need to... Oh, yeah, she's going right back up with the arm, but what is that going to do for you? If you use it 3 times and it's not working, what's the point? What I would like to know is if they're going to have 2 separate women's tag team titles, like a Raw women's tag titles and SmackDown, and like an NXT women's, or if they're going to have like a unison WWE Women's Tag Team Championships and all the women compete for those titles. Because truthfully, I don't feel like there's that many women, and I think it would be kind of hard to keep track of, like, oh, the women's tag champions of Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I think they should all just compete for it, like all the brands. And look at this again. Naomi gets out of it. She does not allow her to lock it in.
Looking at a victory for Becky here.
Naomi is the fan favorite pick. I can see that.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured.
I think that's a good pick. But honestly, I would say that if we're going to pick a Royal Rumble winner, because of the speculations from last year, I say we have Charlotte win. Because, no, hear me out. This is how we're going to make this main event work, okay? We have Charlotte win the Royal Rumble. We have her issue the challenge to Ronda Rousey, and then there you go. Your main event's already set in stone. It's good to go. Because they've been having the talks about having the women fight for the... she wins it off a triangle armbar. Becky Lynch, guys, gets it done. Okay, that'll work. I'm going to write that down real quick. I didn't expect that to happen, honestly, but hey, it worked.
Tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history.
Because if the whole plan was to have Charlotte and Ronda win, you might as well make sure Charlotte doesn't have the title, and then she just wins the Rumble, and there you go, you're good to go.
Win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
Here is your winner, Becky Lynch.
And the first match of the night comes to an end.
Yeah, it could probably work out okay, but I don't know. Because with Ronda being on Raw, I don't think she's going to end up losing that title anytime soon. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronda was champion for like 2 years or something like that. But I mean, I don't know. It probably won't happen. But I believe we might end up still seeing
we have a real fan favorite
that match happen, and for it to be the main event of WrestleMania, it's actually a big deal. And I think it's a smart move to make for WWE's behalf because, for one, Charlotte is probably the most marketable woman on WWE today, besides recent memory now, because you got Becky gained a lot of momentum and fame from that time standard, and then that's just about it though. I believe that it'll work though because you got Charlotte, and then boom, you got Ronda Rousey. She's been known across the globe from her time in UFC, so it's just a good thing to do for him. Yeah, I agree.
Making his way to the ring from Vancouver, British
Sounds to me, guys, like this crowd is ready to get this night started.
They're not the only ones, Cole. It seems to me that these superstars want nothing more than to get their hands on one another.
So, I don't know. I think that they'll put on a good match at Mania, Ronda and Charlotte. And for it to be the main event, it'll be that much more historic. And again, it's the perfect marketing strategy. The only thing you could do better is maybe perhaps have it be Becky and Ronda. But I don't know. Me personally, I think that it's still going to be a good way to do it because Charlotte as a heel is amazing. And then Ronda just being Ronda, what else could you ask for? It's just going to get the buys by itself.
It does not get any bigger than Rey Mysterio.
I don't think RVD will come back though because WWE said that he had too many concussions or something like that. It was a stupid reason. I don't even remember it. It was that stupid.
175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
And here comes the master of the 619, everyone's favorite luchador, Rey Mysterio. I can tell you this guy right here, man, is an all-time great. If you want to talk about a legend, that is him right there. This guy has held so many damn championships, it's ridiculous. I kind of lost track of them all. He's held Cruiserweight championships in WCW and WWE. He's held the Intercontinental Championship a couple of times. He's held Tag Title Gold. He's been World Champion for crying out loud. Think about it. He's been World Heavyweight Champion and WWE Champion. This guy's just insane. He's the ultimate underdog. And not only that, but if you want to talk about all-time best Cruiserweights, he's up there. He's top 3. He might be number 1. Think about it, because when I think about the best Cruiserweights of all time, Rey is probably he's on the top of my list. I don't know if he's at the top of all your guys' list or anybody in your guys' list, but he's on top of my list. And I also think about, you know what? Dean Malenko, he's up there. Eddie Guerrero, he's up there. Pretty much Eddie Guerrero really could be up there. Let me see, Hurricane Helms. That's another one. Oh my God! I could tell you that when Helms was champion, he was pretty good. As a matter of fact, he's still the longest reigning cruiserweight champion of all time in WWE history. Yeah, he's just phenomenal. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Rey Mysterio is here to be the best he could possibly be. And truthfully, he's had some pretty good matches. And I think the best one he had so far would be with Boss Mode when they fought for the Cruiserweight Championship. Boss Mode walked out with the title and all, but man, he was not going to let Boss Mode walk all over him, man. He said he's king of Cruiserweights. Boss ended up losing the title later on to Oni, but then he got it back. Showed everybody what he's capable of. Oh, small package roll up here, and Rey needs to get out of it now. If this doesn't, that would have been a quick upset if Johns would have got that one. Yeah, Johns is just trying to figure out a couple of things, but ultimately he's doing all right. What up, DJ? How you doing, dude? Been a while. And another roll up on Rey Mysterio. I don't think. Oh man, he's gonna get him. Not even one count. Ronda versus Charlotte versus Becky for the Roman title. Yeah, I don't think that would probably happen. It's rare to see multiple men fight in a main event of WrestleMania. I mean, we've seen our fair share, don't get me wrong, but I don't think they would want to do that because everybody would have to take turns, share the spotlight and all that. I think WWE want to pin their best on their best, but that's just me though. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
It's a bit off his game here.
Not today, Jay. You and Brown Pride. Matter of fact, most of the tag teams have this night off, but yeah. Let me see. I think we only got 3 matches left, but no, you're not going to be competing tonight, though, Jake King. And, did I get you an updated version? Oh, you know what? I'm going to have her... Yeah, I'm going to end up getting her after... Oh, what a frog splash. Yeah, I'm going to end up getting her after this stream's over with. And a kick on it, too.
Splash. Digging deep for a kick out.
And now John's going to put Mysterio away. Oh, he said you can't see me. What the hell is this? Is he going for? He's going for an attitude adjustment. He is. What?
He's really looking to
doing a little John Cena here. You can't see me. 2, and they got the shoulder up.
I think his opponent was expecting that.
But yeah, what's going on, Gabriel? How do you? Oh no, wait. Yeah, this is your character. You get to see him compete. Ron versus Nick Cross. That'll be cool. What up, Aaron? How you doing?
With him now.
And now,
to stay right there.
John looking to fly high here. He's looking to hit the bionic elbow, and he got most of it. I don't think he got all of it, but he got enough to lay him out. Here comes Rey. Nice Hurricane Rana. Oh my goodness gracious. I can tell you guys, Rey Mysterio, again, one of my all-time favorites, and I love seeing this guy compete. Uh-oh, wait a second. Rey looking to climb high, looking to make this one pay off. Oh, he wants him up. So that's almost halfway across the ring, and Rey can hit. He can pull this off. I'm pretty sure he can. And there we go. He didn't miss, but John, he sidestepped him.
Digging deep for a kick out.
Yeah, almost, not quite. Heavy knee right to the middle of the back area.
Maybe fading away here. His outlook is not
now John has
all but over.
Rey where he wants him. Look at this. Look at it. He's just paying. Oh, this is just disrespectful, man. How are you going to treat that? How are you going to treat one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time? Probably the best luchador I've ever seen compete. How are you going to do that to him, man? Come on, boy. Like, seriously, have some respect for the man. This guy's... Like, I told you all his accomplishments, so that should just be enough to be a reason why you can't be doing something like that. Come on now. Rey getting back up, he's going to try to fight out of it. There's a counter, couple of elbows. Mysterio, I don't know what he tried to do there, but it didn't pay off. And John going to dump him outside the ring. Oh man, he tossed him too. And now John trying to get everybody on their feet, get the universe in attendance, all hyped up. But they're not really feeling it. They're trying to rally Mysterio. Oh my God! You see that thunderous strike? And Rey fights back, showing that he can hit and punch just as hard. Bring him back in.
Mysterio was just another luchador before
count of 4, and that's broken up. Count is done for, dead in the water. Mysterio with the forearm. Mysterio doesn't get the kick, he got caught. And there's a belly to belly over his head. Here comes John, looking to make the climb, and he's at the top. Mysterio gets out of it. He needs to get out of there. Hey, what are you doing? Oh! Well, that actually made John look dumb. He's still trying to pull that off. Don't know why. Kick out after 1. There's a kick right to the upper back area, and Mysterio gets him up. Oh, he trips up on the second rope. You know what time it is, everybody? 619. We went to San Diego, not too far from Nevada. Makes the climb and the frog splash. Tribute to Eddie. Looking to win it all right here. 2. Got him. It's over. And I'm telling you guys, that 619 is... oh my God, when he hits it, your day went from good to a damn disaster. Viva Mysterio, you see that sign in the background. And John, he just took his opponent for granted, man. You can't do that. And I think he realizes it, offering a handshake to one of the all-time greats. And yes, he does humble him right there. He says, you know what? You gotta eat that pie, brother. Can't get too cocky ever again, otherwise you might cough up another loss. So hopefully you learn off that experience and be happy that the loss came from a guy like him, because Rey Mysterio is just a class act all around. He's not like somebody who's going to, you know, rub your head the wrong way and say, oh, you did good, kiddo, you know, better luck next time. He'll treat you as an equal, even though he hasn't been his entire career where he's been treated as the underdog. Oh, he's never big enough to take on some of the bigger heavyweights and super heavyweights, and he still fought with them until the very end. But all right, guys, we are more than halfway now. We're actually, the last 2 matches combined are the halfway point, as Aaron Benson and Dante Fox score off next. And I think it's going to be it's gonna be a clash of titans, pretty much. You got Aaron Benson, who's over 300 pounds, and this guy is like oh man, he's like a bodybuilder, pretty much. He doesn't have muscles like a body. No, actually, take that back. He's a strong man. You know, strongmans, they don't have the look of a bodybuilder, but man, they are strong as you know what. And Dante Fox, I could say he's probably like the bodybuilder and all that. So it's going to be a clash of titans. They're going to go out there and try to show who's stronger, and that's going to be awesome. What up, Speedy and Insanity? 2K19 backstage drama, like what? Oh, so far not really. Well, other than Brandon Johnson getting on everybody's nerves on a weekly basis, scratch that, daily basis, not really. I mean, that's just pretty much the only thing going there.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 200.
Guys, we're getting the night started with an amazing matchup here.
You're absolutely right, Cole. In fact, I don't think there's a better way to start this night than with this match right here.
But, you know, like with other superstars, I don't think so. Not right now, at least. So, right now, where is it at? Oh yeah, we're seeing all. We're trying to put all together the contenders for Raw and SmackDown, and let me see. So I'm trying to put all that together and see if we'll do a kickoff for SummerSlam, because I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to do a pre-show for New York because
Spain,
it's not necessary right now. Not yet, at least.
Dan Fox.
But as far as SummerSlam, maybe a kickoff would be cool, but I'm trying to see what we can put together and see what we have for the main show, and then if there's any interesting matches that I would like to have at SummerSlam, but it won't fit on the card, we'll probably have that be on the kickoff, and then be like, boom, there you go. But I'm gonna have to wait till after this episode, and after probably during the days of like ROH and well, that's about it, just ROH. Once we're done with those days, and I have a chance to look at everything and set it up, and boom.
Like this arena is more than ready to
see what makes the card, what doesn't, and just things like that.
The opening bell hasn't even rung.
I know it's the biggest part of the summer, so we're gonna have to try to make it better. And it's one of our big four, right? Because the big four are what? Survivor Series, Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. So I realized that we want to. Well, I want to try to make them all as good as possible. Survivor Series is always good. It's great. It's always great to see
this should be an incredible
the brawls
matchup.
that happen there. It's just fun. It's a fun night to just have everybody lash out against one another, and it's just a fun night. Everybody likes it. It's my top three. It's definitely my top three because for me, I believe Royal Rumble is my number one show, and Survivor Series would probably be it's number 3. But I think last time WrestleMania actually did better than Royal Rumble, so it was my number 1 last time. Rumble did number 2. No, Rumble did number 3. Did it do number 3? I think it did because Survivor Series was just great. SummerSlam is my top 4 that struggles so far, and so we're gonna try to make it a little bit extra special for when we air it. I'm trying to figure out when I want to air it though, because I want to see. Oh, you know what? It would have been perfect for the weekend because I'm not going to be doing anything this time around. But unfortunately, it might. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see because it seems like SummerSlam will land on a weekday. What's today? Monday? No, today's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, today's Sunday. Okay, so Sunday we're here for SmackDown and NXT. We have 2 episodes of ROH to do. And then I think we might be able to pull off a 205 Live. So yeah, I think I might do a 205 Live as well. So that's 3 shows. Either they could. No, I'll probably squeeze 205 Live in for Takeover New York. Let me see. So I got 3 shows to do. No wait, yeah, 3 shows to do. But I'll probably 2 separate days that'll include New York. So SummerSlam might be on like a Wednesday or something. Maybe a Thursday. It's around that time frame. But in case something comes up, I'll notify everybody
Is he done?
about it. And then, you know, just leave it from there.
Oh, and he slips out.
And
wow,
yeah, that's just about it. But, you know, I'm looking at a couple of things. You know, NXT is going to be packed for New York, and so I don't got to worry about that. Everything's going to be good to go for the last episode that happens after SmackDown's over with. There's a cover, and Benson doesn't put it away.
Not yet. Too early.
But yeah, we got some pretty good matches to take place at SummerSlam. And, you know, we'll see how that goes.
Nasty impact.
Well,
This could be it.
let me see how this goes. Oh, submission locked in. He's driving that knee right into the back, and we get to see a tap out. Is Dante? Nope, he's gonna get out of there.
Fights his way free, but how much
So we only got
energy
what,
did
two more
he
two more matches here. This is the no, wait a minute. Two more matches after this. My mistake. We got number one contenders, and then we got the main event. So that's pretty cool. So Speedy, don't remind me. Yeah. Brandon Johnson is, he feels naked. That's all he can let you know about. I know Johnson's New Year's resolution
figuring out what they're going to do
was
next.
to win back the U.S. title. And that was about it, I think. I don't remember the last part. I remember him saying winning the U.S. title was his primary goal for 2019. Count of 7, so it might... Hold on. Referee taking his time to count still. Count of 8, and Dante breaks the count. He gets it in time.
Look at these two giving it their
See, look at
all.
these guys, man. They are
Absolutely
behemoths.
no quit in them tonight. Look out,
Yeah,
there
so
he
I know...
goes. Knocked right off his feet.
Let me see. What's going to happen at SummerSlam? Okay, so Brutus will defend his title.
So precise.
Who's it going to be against, though? We'll find out in the next match. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Seth and AJ, they're going to have a rematch at SummerSlam for the Universal. Johnson and Pride, Marco and Mackie as the US and IC, so that's what, 4 already?
What a stomp. Good grief.
Yeah, I don't know about the rest so far.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching SmackDown, the second longest running
Count of 3, and so this brawl is going crazy.
History.
Alright, for sure, I'll read it after the show's over with.
STO plants him. Nicely done.
Count of 6, and look at Benson. He's taking his time. He's not in a rush or anything. Count of 7.
Running out of time.
And they will bring this back in the ring. Benson wants to win this right.
He's playing
Setting him up. Dante getting on his feet. He's not going to like it, man. Here comes Benson with a spear. Oh, did you see that? He threw Benson like a torpedo. He used his own momentum against him. That's not very too hard to do, but it kind of is when you're going up against a big man. And Fox gets him up on his shoulder. What is this? Oh, it's an F5. Fox hits Benson with an F5. Oh, my God. I think he actually pulled it off. He might actually beat the big man right here. Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Unbelievable transition, I can tell you, man. I'm going to give credit where it's due because Fox just went... I don't know. It's like he ignited a fire on his ass or something because the whole time he was getting brutalized. And it seemed like I didn't really have to pay attention too much. But after countering that spear, and he straight up said, boom! He said, get out of my... I'm going to get out your way. He treated him like a bull holding up a red flag, you know? And then doing that F5, that was just a great transition. Nice combo on his behalf. I got to tell you, Fox is doing excellent so far, and I got to give him credit where it's due, man. I really do. There's a nice takedown, and look at this. Benson just trying to... Oh, Fox, see, he's smart. He's wising up now. He's starting to get smart. And I applaud him for that because it seemed like Benson he fired himself up to do something reckless that could have probably won in the match. Well, yeah, it would have been kind of reckless, but not too reckless. But hey, he's doing everything right so far. And I don't know what Benson's trying to do, but it's not paying off to his ways. There's a right hand and a shoulder block takedown. Beautiful, well done from Fox.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match.
Working on the left arm now, and Yeah, Aaron isn't doing too well. He needs to, there you go. I was going to say he needs to kind of pick up the slack or pull something out the hat, because right now it ain't doing too good. What an uppercut. And a forearm right to the back, continuing assault in the back, and now he's working on his head.
What a shot. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Okay, now he flips him around. I don't know what that point in that is. And he's still... Oh, Fox gets out of it.
I don't know how much more damage
Chucks him to the corner, bottom right on your screen. And oh, nobody home. He sidestepped him. And a right hand. Oh, and I think Benson wanted to go for the pin, but Fox again rolled out the ring. Now that's kind of ridiculous. First time I give him credit, but that time, I don't know. He's kind of fighting like a punk. You know, he looks like he's scared. But hey, it's working out for Fox's favor, so hey, I'll give it to him.
Oh, and a knee, and another.
There's a nice counter. Counter 3. And this match will... nope, it's not going back in the ring. Just not yet. Fox is telling him, I choose when we go back inside the ring. And we go back inside the ring. Bringing him halfway back out. Oh, round his chest right to the apron. That's the most hard spot right on that square circle, and you do not want to endure that. Here comes Dante with the German, and he's going to go for a few of them. Here's a second, and the trifecta underway. Will he be able to hit it? He does.
That's called
that could be it. Drag away from the ropes. He's going to go for the pin attempt and the win attempt. 2, and that's all he gets. Fox in disbelief now, but you know what? You need to slap yourself for that, because you can't get frustrated. You need to stand your opponent and say, I'm going to beat you no matter what. And here we go. He might actually pull it off right here. Up on his shoulders. He's got him for the F5. Is he far away enough? Yes, he is far away enough. Here we go. And he got him. Dante gets the win. See? Dante, I told you, man, you can't get frustrated. Just slap yourself, say, get a grip, finish the job, and he did. Well, he didn't slap himself, but he mentally slapped himself, so that kind of works out in the same way. And that's all you needed to see. Is all good in the hood, man. He won. Nothing better that you could ask for, right? The overtime, ready? Boom, that was the first time he threw up in the air and he caught him. I don't even know how he did that, but he did, and that's very impressive. And look how close he was the first time, right about, hold on, wait a second, right? Oh, never mind, it wasn't as close as I thought it was. We don't see anything that happens out there, but there's the German. And I think this one was a little bit closer than the first F5 he pulled off. Let me see. I need to keep an eye on that right hand. It's kind of hard to see from the... Okay, never mind. It was just about the same. This one, put it away. Look at that. One more time. Ready? He just threw up over... That guy is almost 400 pounds. He just threw him. And said, here we go. And that's it. I don't even need to do the rest. You know what happened from there. Boom.
Here is your winner, Dan.
So congratulations to Dante Fox on beating Aaron Benson. Match picked up at the end, so it was okay. So far, there's not really a match that I can, honor as match of the night. Some have been okay, above average, but nothing really caught my eye, truthfully. So we'll see if these next two matches can kind of make up for it. Samoa Joe and Nick Silva, guys, up next. Again, the winner of this match will go to SummerSlam and take on Brutus for the WWE Championship, so good luck to either of these men. Yeah, I can tell you that it's got potential to probably steal the show. You got the Samoan submission machine, and you got the Enforcer just going to straight up knock heads all over the place. Man, I wouldn't be surprised if they broke a little bit of the arena, like some barricades, maybe a table here or there. Maybe even a Titantron or so. Not the Titantron, but like one of the Minitrons or something like that. It seems like that's something that could possibly happen.
Good.
Making his way to the ring from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
Pretty soon, DJ, because I know I've been missing you, and you've been one of my pretty good mid-carders. So, I would love to have you back pretty soon, unless, I think your contract might have run up, so you kind of choose if you want to go back or not, or you can go to, like, Raw or leave WWE for, like, Raw. But, other than that, I would love to have you back, and see what you do from there. So again, guys, this is the semi-main event, and we're going to see who goes to SummerSlam. It's going to be interesting. Well, alright, we'll let Raw know and then see what they pull off for a contract, and boom. So I think if I want to kill some time and actually have like NXT and SummerSlam on the weekend, next weekend, I think what I'll do is I'll probably have some creation and edit streams, so that let me see what I have. Probably not an edit stream because everybody just uploads it. So I'll probably just have a creation stream, and then you know, do about that for like a day or two, maybe 3, and then after that, we'll be good to go for the weekend and have that good old-fashioned SummerSlam and take over New York and blah, blah, blah. So that way, we can have some new characters and, you know, stuff like that. So this match could probably go either or. Maybe Nick is a little bit favored to win, but I wouldn't. Yeah, Samoa Joe, he's not going to just say, you know what?
You can feel the
You're going to win, so I might as well not try. Hell no.
This is going to be some battle, one-on-one.
He's going to make sure that if Samoa Joe loses, he's going to make sure Nick Silva's not 100% going into SummerSlam. I could say the same thing somewhat goes for Silva. If he doesn't go, Samoa Joe ain't really going to do that well for himself. But, you know, we'll see how that fares up as these two, you know, go ahead and punch it out. So, you know, that's about it. And still we got Finn Balor and Brutus in the main event, so that should be interesting because, you know, Finn Balor, he's just an amazing competitor. And he has all the tools to beat Brutus, I believe, but he's just got to be, you know, perfect, pretty much. He cannot afford any mistake whatsoever, otherwise, yeah, it's just going to end badly for him. So, there's that. And look at that. Nick Silva gets a 1 count, but that'll all be it. That's it. That's all he's going to get. Samoa Joe with a single leg drop kick, man. I'm not even, it's more like a rocket kick, actually. Nicely done. For Samoa Joe to move like that, gotta be careful.
Head scissors applied, and oh, look at this. Samoa Joe is
there's that elbow, multiple, right on the forehead. There's a third.
The more pertinent question will always be, how
and Joe working on that head area. That's some great strategy because that coquina clutch does not play in the game. Once it's locked in, that's it. You're either you're tapping out or you're going to sleep. There's no gray area. If you get out of it, you're a freaking beast. Only a few have been able to do that, and yeah, you had to be really, really good to pull that off.
Samoa Joe becomes like a boa constrictor.
Here comes Joe back on his shoulder, and look at this. Boom! I can tell you that these two will lift each other easily. It's not going to be impressive whatsoever because we know what they're capable of and how good they are. Just look at this. Look at that reverse choke slam. How many times do you see a guy like Samoa Joe get choke slam, let alone reversal? It's like, it's more difficult to pull off. Armbar locked in. He's trying to show the Samoa submission machine how a submission's really done, and Joe's like, yeah, I don't think so, pal. Leave the submissions to me. You know, it's my profession. It's what I do. It's what I've studied, what I've perfected, what I've learned. It's my style. Oh, what a drop kick right to the temple.
There's no reason to lose your
and yeah, Silva's like, okay, I'm going to show you how to throw down then, because you ain't a brawler like how I could do. Oh, look at this. He's got his arm. Oh, man. Now, attacking that arm like that, he will have a worse grip on that coquina clutch. I don't even think he'll be able to lock it in. Look at that overtime reverse choke slam. Dumps him body first right into the damn mat. He ain't gonna be able to
I don't know what he's going to be able to do. He needs to figure it out because right now he's getting decimated. Oh, rounds him into the corner. O'Connor roll, German, and the pin attempt for the win. He gets one. Silva he's showing off some athleticism and agility, which I'm liking. Enforcer kick. Hurry up, Silva, cover him. Oh, hey, hold on, he's not going for it just yet. Man, he is burying Samoa Joe. Here it comes. Nope, Samoa Joe gets out of it. Shoulder block. Didn't do anything. Dumps him outside. Bring him back in, or is it going to go all the way out? Oh. Oh, wow. Impressive. That was amazing right there. That was really good. Hey, Silva is showing everybody what he can do, man. It's amazing so far. Like, I like how he ate that punch and just kicked him right in the freaking... Oh, got out of that. Here comes Samoa Joe. Leg drag. Back on his feet, and Joe turning around. He's trying to get that locked in. Oh, no, he's not. Dragon suplex, man. That right there, it'll make you think about life for a little bit. And Joe just stalking his opponent a little bit, trying to figure out. Oh, here it comes. You know what's coming next, guys. You know what's coming next. There's a right. And he's got it. He's got it. Coquina clutch. It's locked in. Silva has nowhere to... Oh, wait a minute. No, he didn't have it locked in. He did not have it locked in. Silva, as he hit the ground, I guess he had his arm placed between, like, Samoa Joe's arms, and then boom, he just overpowered him. And now Silva, he's getting all amped and fired up. He's calling for a comeback, trying to get everybody on their feet, which they are. Here he goes. Couple of clotheslines. Get out the way. Leaping clothesline, trifecta. On his feet. Enforcer kick. Go, go, go. Silva, don't waste time. You're wasting a lot of it. Shoulders down. And Silva will not win it just yet. Oh, man, that was really close. But, hey, Samoa Joe, I don't know what's going on with you today. You gotta do something, because right now it ain't going too well for you. It looks like a one-sided affair. All Silva. Twisted Enforcer slam to TES connects. Will he punch his ticket to SummerSlam? He will. Nick Silva and Brutus are going to go. They're going to. Ooh. If you haven't seen any of their matches from 2K18, worth it. I don't care what anyone says, worth it.
That was just one of those matches,
and it's going to happen again.
Just be proud to be a part of.
Should be a nice one.
Performance.
And I got to tell you, man, if Silva beats Brutus, we're gonna have I think we'll have another good feud happening on 2K19 between those two guys. But if not, then Brutus is just gonna say, you know what? I got it. It's your number. I do what I want with it. Let's see. Can we see one more? Oh, we're not.
Here is your winner, Nick Silva.
Kicking off the night with
and
an
Nick Silva, guys,
victory.
he's going to celebrate. He knows what's at stake. But you know what? He's got to pay a close attention to the WWE title holder, because he's actually in action up next. So Silva, let it all out your system, get in the back, find a nice big television set, like clean yourself up, heal your wounds, and then just study your opponent. Because I know you probably know Brutus better than anybody, but hey, you still got to study him, man. You don't want to miss out on any kind of weakness that could be shown off for tonight as he takes on Finn Balor. But anyways, it's main event time, guys, and it's going to be, I don't know, it could be a good one, it could be a one-sided, it could be interesting, it could be a lot of things. But it's Brutus and Finn Balor up next. And we're going to see how this all unfolds. But man, guys, I'm telling you right now, Finn Balor is definitely a main event caliber performer. When he steps in that ring, you can expect just about anything. He's going to keep up with you. He's got fast strikes. He's got some good, not really that much of a high flyer, but he's got some high flying moves at display. The reason why I don't really consider him as a high flyer, because I just don't like his turnbuckle move. But under a technicality, he is. And, he doesn't really fly that much. He's more of a ground and pound type of guy. And it works out for his favor a good portion of the time, no matter who he faces.
Making his way to the ring from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 285 pounds, the WWE Champion, Brutus.
What a great match we have here.
And there he is, guys. The WWE Champion Brutus had won the title back in, let me see, he won it in February, I believe. So, yeah. He's held on to it for a while now. And are we in June? No, we're in July, so let's see. He won the title in February, so you gotta count from after that. March, April, May, June, July, for about 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. It's gonna be his 5th month going into SummerSlam. What up, Phoenix? How you doing? There he is. The Celtic Brute. The greatest WWE champion of all time and the longest reigning WWE champion in SmackDown Live history. Man. And here comes the Demon King.
Welcome to Balor Club.
I probably will. We'll see what happens. Is it the same? I think I might have it as a favorite, so I don't have to worry about it. But isn't it like Caitlyn and Carter and Raw or something like that? I think it was Carter, Raw, and something else.
And his opponent from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Oh, Carter Raw Speedy, that's what it was. Okay. Or is it Carter? Like the way you spelled it? Or okay, yeah, Carter. I had to figure it out right the first time, but I wanted to make sure, double check.
One of the most incredible athletes.
And there he is, guys, Finn Balor, the second longest reigned NXT champion in WWE history. That title reign of number 1 came to rest as Lucas came around, surpassed it, and broke over 300 days. And yeah, that's just about that. But hey, he's still one of the best that NXT's ever produced. And yeah, you just don't want to shortcut him at all. Otherwise, you can end up getting punched in the mouth. Or not punched in the mouth. You can get a nosebleed. That's a better expression. A nosebleed you won't be able to stop.
Universal champion.
And that's about it. That's all you need to know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Bruce don't really take anyone too lightly. He just likes to let everybody know that if you're better than me, step in the ring and prove it. Otherwise, stay where you're at. I'm going to hold my WWE Championship for as long as I want to hold on to it for, until I decide that I want to give it up and then fight for and win it back, to become like a 17-time world champion and try to catch good old John Cena. Then we're good from there. But until then, that's not going to work. So, yeah, just thought I'd let you know. Crowd chanting for Finn early on. A lot of people do like him. And, you can say the more profitable thing about him would be his demon, Finn Balor. But hey, it's just not being used too often.
Collar and elbow tie-up in a battle for control here.
Right now, he's doing pretty good using his technical abilities against Brutus, and that's actually the best way to put it. Brutus can grapple, but he's not a technical wrestler. If he grapples you, he's going to overpower you, and he's going to throw you around. That's what his grappling abilities are more capable of. He can hang with you for a little bit, but when that strength comes into place, it's not fun. Trust me, I know. It's not a good experience to be a part of. And if you're going to fight him one-on-one, just straight up punches and kick, good luck. I mean, you probably won't last 5 minutes. And that's just being the truth, okay? You will not last 5 minutes with him. It's no, hell no. You're going to regret life after that.
Guys, endurance is a trait needed in every
match.
But you need an incredible amount to last.
Alazi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you enjoy. Right now we got the main event taking place between Brutus and Finn Balor in a non-title match. Yeah, right now it's pretty, well, it was one-sided, but now Brutus realized, oh, he's taunting? Alright, let me show him not to make a fool of himself ever again, and he laid him out.
Byron's still in awe. Finn Balor's Royal Rumble.
And Balor is struggling a little bit early on. Well, not
minutes.
early on right now. It's just that he messed up. He's being a bonehead. Like, it makes no sense. Why would you want to have Brutus on the ropes and then give it right up? Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. It just baffles me, because you should know by now, at least in my opinion, what he's capable of. So if you're gonna end up, taking him on, don't do anything stupid that could make this game, or this match for that matter, turn around 360 or 180 just like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a dumb thing to do. Like, you know what I mean? Come on. You gotta be more smart than that. Alright, see you next time, Phoenix. Thanks for dropping by, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day. And now Brutus is just like, now he's taunting them, saying, this is you want to taunt? This is how you taunt. But if you want to get serious, let's fight. Right onto the hamstring. Brutus gets him up on his shoulders. He might be doing, yep, he is. He's trying to put it away already this quickly. White noise. He should cover him. He might, because, yeah, that's what he usually does anyways. And he will, as he brings it towards the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. Shoulders. Referee, come on, man. What's taking so long? You need to be on the action here. Yep, see, that's a 2 count. That should have been. It probably could have been a 3, but the referee wasted about a second or 2 for the count. And yeah, Finn gets out of there. He realizes that Brutus is on a roll, and it's hard to stop that man. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. I think Brandon got scared and ran away. I don't know. We see Brandon come and go sometimes, and nothing really too much to do about it.
This takes a ton of strength to
count of 3, and now let's see what Brutus does here. He's got him up on the shoulder. Oh, there it is. Very ugly. Very, very, very ugly. Miss. Got him right there. Finn gets back in. Brutus he's gonna pursue him. Finn gets out of there momentarily. And Brutus thought he was going on the outside. Then he gets back inside the ring all the way. Misses there. Dumps him to the corner now. And what a clothesline.
Down he goes.
Setting him up, man. He's waiting for it. Up on his foot. Yeah, there it is. Bro kick. Good night. This is over with. This match is done. And he's not even close to the ropes either. Yep, ball game. Thanks for coming, Finn. It was nice having you around, but Brutus did not want to waste any time. He said one bro kick would be good for the day. And so now that that's settled, Nick Silva and Brutus, SummerSlam, WWE Championship, Enforcer versus Celtic Brutes.
In recent WWE history.
And if it's anything like 2K18, it might be the match worth watching, man.
There's good.
I can't wait.
There's great. And
then overtime, boom!
Unbelievable WWE action.
He said, get that out of my house. Go ahead and counter ref. And the referee didn't waste any time that time around, and then got it. Right on the money.
Here is your winner, Brutus.
And that's a win to start off the night.
Well, guys,
that's
it for SmackDown Live. I want to thank you all for watching, and congratulations to all the winners who competed on this episode. Sorry for those who lost, but don't worry, there's always going to be another SmackDown Live for you guys to compete upon, and you just got to try to get you just got to kind of go back to the drawing board and find out what you did wrong and see what happens in your next one. But anyways, I will see you guys a little bit later for NXT, but until NXT, you all have a great one. For now, cut, and that's a wrap.